China, the Jade Emperor decided that there should be a way to count the passage of time across the years. On his birthday, he announced that among all the animals that there was to be a grand race. The first 12 animals to cross a fast-flowing river and cross the finish line on the other side would have a year of the Chinese Zodiac named after them. But it's not going to be easy, warned the emperor. You will have to brave the fast, icy currents of the river and cross at the river's widest point. All of the forest animals were very excited, and they gathered at the edge of the river. Among the contestants were two small creatures, a rat and a cat. The two animals were actually best friends. Not only did they live together, they also always played and ate all their meals together. But at this time, the two of them were very worried. They were among the two smallest animals of all the contestants. And furthermore, they were both particularly bad at swimming. And so the two of them huddled together in secrecy, whispering, trying to discuss their predicament and find a solution. But being very clever, they rapidly came up with an idea. The rat and the cat approached the kind ox and asked him maybe if he would be willing to let them hitch a ride with him just across the river, to which the oblivious ox responded, "Of course, just hop on my back and I'll carry you across." The cat and the rat were ecstatic, and they did just that. They hopped on his back, and shortly thereafter, the race was off to a start. Being very strong and steady and sturdy, the ox rapidly outpaced the other animals and took the lead in the race. This got the rat to be very excited, and he jittered with excitement. He peered intently forward and could see in the far, far distance the finish line, next to which the tall, stoic Jade Emperor stood, waiting for the first 12 animals to be crowned the animals of the Chinese Zodiac. Now, how can I make sure that I may claim first place before the ox and the rat? Wondered the sneaky rat, rubbing his hands together. And before long, he came up with an idea. "My friend," oozed the rat to the cat, "look at all the colorful, tasty fish swimming around us in the river." And the rat licked his lips and eagerly peered over to get a closer look. And suddenly, nudge, the rat pushed the cat into the water, and splash, he tumbled in. The ox turned his head around to see what had made the sound of the splash, but he didn't see the cat. Instead, he noticed all the other animals in the race, not far behind and quickly catching up. And without another thought, the ox turned his head back forward toward the emperor and sped ever faster with greater determination. And before long, he reached the other side of the river. He was about to climb onto the land when the rat did a double hop. He leapt onto the ox's head and then leapt onto the dry land and skittered toward the finish line, claiming first place before the ox could. "Well, well, very impressive," praised the Jade Emperor to the rat. "I hereby name the first year of the Chinese Zodiac the Year of the Rat. Now, how did such a small creature win first place in the race?" wondered the Jade Emperor. And the rat squeaked in response, "I may be small, but I'm very smart." And with that, he scampered onto the winner's podium. The ox, realizing his gaffe, being tricked by a sneaky rat, grunted in dismay, but he soon forgot it and got over it and smiled with pride and content upon being named the second place winner. The Jade Emperor said, "The second year of the Zodiac shall be the year of the ox." The third animal to arrive was the tiger. He clawed his way out of the river, because swimming across that fast current river was really taxing on him and exhausting. As soon as he was on the land, he bounded forward and leaped across the finish line and growled, "Am I first place?" And to which the rat squeaked, "No, smugly. You'd have to be awfully clever to beat me." And then the ox chimed in and added, "And you'd have to be extra determined when you're swimming across the river to beat me." But the Jade Emperor was still very impressed by the strength and the persistence of the tiger and named the third year of the Zodiac the Year of the Tiger. Next, along came casually hopping along came the rabbit. He just hopped right across the finish line and explained that he hadn't even swum across the river. In fact, he just found some stepping stones and hopped about halfway, at which point he saw a floating log, which he hopped on, and it carried him over to the other side. And the Jade Emperor chuckled and said, "The fourth year of the Zodiac shall be the year of the rabbit." Just then, a strong gust of wind blew from above, hitting the Jade Emperor's face, and he looked up to see a graceful ivory-colored dragon swoop down and claim 5th place. The Jade Emperor faced the dragon and asked him, "Why did you not claim 1st place when you, of all the animals, can fly?" And to this, the dragon responded, "Right when I took off, I noticed that there were some people and animals who were thirsty, and so I flew up to create clouds and rain for them. And then after turning back toward the finish line, I noticed that there was a little rabbit stranded on a log in the middle of the river. And so, of course, I stopped and blew a gust of wind to propel him forward to the other side." The Jade Emperor nodded and stroked his marble-colored beard understandingly. "You are very kind, dragon, and I'm very happy to pronounce the 5th year of the Chinese Zodiac the year of the dragon." Just then, from a distance, the Jade Emperor could hear some steady galloping hooves approaching. And then, not long after, he saw the horse show face. The Jade Emperor was sure that the next winner would be the horse, but all of a sudden, a sneaky snake slithered out from behind one of the horse's hooves, and when the horse saw it, he neighed and fell back for a few seconds, but those valuable seconds allowed the snake to cross the finish line and claim 6th place, and the poor horse was forced to settle for 7th place. After that, all the animals stared to the horizon to see who would arrive next, and there in the horizon arrived a large wooden raft carrying upon it 3 animals, a goat, a monkey, and a rooster. They docked on the other side, got off the shore, and crossed the finish line together and explained that the rooster had actually found the wooden raft on the other side, and then the goat and the monkey had cleared out weeds and splashed water to help propel the raft across the river. And upon hearing this, the Jade Emperor was very impressed by their camaraderie and teamwork. And he said, "The 8th year of the Zodiac shall be the year of the goat, the 9th year, the year of the monkey, and the 10th year, the year of the rooster." Who would be the 11th year? And out in the back, the Jade Emperor heard the loud barking of a dog. And sure enough, down galloped a happy, wet dog. He leaped across the finish line with his mouth wide open and tongue lolling in the wind. And the Jade Emperor laughed and said, why have you arrived so slowly when you are one of the fastest swimmers of all the animals?" To which the dog responded, the cool, crisp water in the river just felt so good, I had to stay in for a few minutes longer to play. And the Jade Emperor laughed and said, "Very well, you still did a great job. The 11th year of the Zodiac shall be the year of the dog." And then all the animals wondered who would be the last and final animal. And then from a distance came the sound of snorting. And sure enough, lumbered over slowly, a boar slowly crossed the finish line. And the Jade Emperor turned to the boar, asking, commenting, "You sure took a while." To which the boar responded, "Oh yeah, I got a little hungry and decided to stop for a snack. And then I got a little tired and decided to stop for a nap. And here I am." And then the Jade Emperor said, "You still did a wonderful job. The 12th and final year of the Zodiac shall be named after you, boar." Congratulations to all of the winners. And with that, all the animals cheered and began to celebrate. And none of them noticed a 13th animal that looked like a shivering moth crawl and claw its way out of the river. But it was in fact the cat, who was more than a little annoyed at the raft pushing him into the cold water, forcing him to swim across by himself. The cat, as soon as he made his way onto dry land, bounded forward and anxiously asked, "Did I make it? Am I one of the winners?" But it was too late. The Jade Emperor told him, "My dear friend cat, I'm afraid all 12 places are already filled." And upon hearing this news, the cat let out a yowl and angrily pounced upon the rat, scratching the tip of his tail, but the rat escaped just in time and hid underneath the Emperor's chair for protection. And since then, the cat and the rat have never again been friends and have become sworn enemies. And from that day forth, the years have progressed in this pattern of 12 years named after the 12 winning animals of the Chinese Zodiac. Thank you, Mr. Toastmaster.